This is just going to be a quick update in regard to the situation with my content and my future plans for this channel. I want to start by apologising for the massive drop-off in my content output over the second half of the year, which I probably could have communicated better. This was down to a number of factors, one of which was to do with my mental health. Around about the start of the year, my partner decided to break up with me out of the blue, which really sucked, and so I've been dealing with the emotional fallout of that and also just working on myself and trying to get my personal life back together. I might touch on that a bit more in a future video, but this also coincided with me putting more and more work into my eBay reselling business because I'd like to be part-time self-employed, and so I'm really trying to get that up off the ground. You might see more promotion for that in my future videos, and I'll put a link in the description for anyone who'd like to check out my store. But the upshot is I've had less time to work on new content, and when I do have the time, I haven't really been feeling motivated. Aside from the emotional stuff I've been going through that I already touched on, I had also just been getting burned out and fatigued with the constant process of recording and editing and writing new scripts. Recording in particular can be a nightmare for me, as I tend to end up doing loads of takes since I'm never happy with my line delivery, and so while it was never something which I formally planned, I ended up needing to step back and take a little break for a while. It was always the plan to come back, as there's definitely more that I want to talk about, and the good news is that I have now started to get my motivation back, and it probably helps I'm in a much better state now with my mental health. I'm not going to promise an upload schedule at this point, but the aim is to get back to putting out some form of content on a twice monthly basis again. We're going to be continuing to review Doctor Who, Red Dwarf and The Owl House, as well as discussing broader media related topics, but I also want to do some slightly more introspective stuff this year, along the same lines as my one-off videos about autism, and I do have a new series planned for that. So that's a summary of my plans for 2023. I'd like to thank everyone who's stuck around, even though I haven't been uploading, and I look forward to seeing you all in the year ahead. This is Midnight Chimes, still waiting for the last train home.